you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football. If you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football.
The New York Jets have begun cutting guys to get down to the league standard 53. We're going to cover that. We're going to look ahead at the Steelers game and what I think we can do. Connor Long had to cancel. They got family plans. They're in Italy right now, for those of you that don't know. He was going to come on after his show, but then he was told they got to be up at 6:30 in the morning. They got a big day tomorrow. So shout out to Connor for attempting to come on from Italy. That was very awesome of him to even attempt to do that while on vacation. But ladies and gentlemen, sit tight, buckle up. I'm here. I hope that's good enough for you. And yes, Rick Kent, I can hear you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Nick Shine Show. It's shine time in prime time. Turn it up.
It's got me.
Gentry cover the bumble.
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky.
Who, me?
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Tom Ace, thank you for the heads up. I don't know why StreamYard is constantly doing this, but every time I close StreamYard, it kicks to the camera mic instead of the, and I don't keep the colors on, but it is the same one Buffalo Jet fan has. But you know what? We'll keep it disco color tonight because we're going to party here, ladies and gentlemen. 14 days. Oh, 13 days, about 20 hours, give or take a few minutes, depending on how long the game goes, until the New York Jets are 1-0, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be 1-0. We are going to defeat the Steelers, and I'm going to start to get into why and how we're going to do that tonight. But first things first, show announcements. I know you love announcements, so sit tight, buckle up, give me a minute, and we'll get through this. First things first. Papa, I can't do that. I can't say first things first without going right into Biggie. Next Sunday, we have the raffle. Darrelle Revis, full-size, authentic helmet, Revis Island inscription, ladies and gentlemen, will be raffled off. We have a ton of entries. Make sure you're in that. Now, tonight's Sunday. We're giving away a jersey tonight, or up to $30 to use on NFL Shop. If you're not a jersey wearer, Fanatics, Victoria's Secret, Bed Bath & Beyond, whatever you prefer. Every raffle entry tonight is doubled, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to all of you coming in already. Hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Now, if you're someone who enjoys a survivor pool, guess what? I got one for you. In the description of this show is the link for the Sleeper app to join the Nick Shine Show Survivor Pool. How to pay is right there, my Venmo, my Cash App, or PayPal. Now, if you're one of these people I might not know on a personal level, and you join and you send me money under your real name, can you tell me what your Sleeper app name is in the Venmo or the Cash App description so I know who to mark as paid. Makes it much easier for me. Thank you. Also, one more show announcement. We are 22 members away from adding another new emoji. 22. If we can get there tonight, folks, we will have a Quinnen Williams dancing. Everyone loves when Quinnen gets the sack. He does the little dance. We'll have that tonight. 22 members away, folks. We added another one last week. If we can get to a new level tonight, that would be absolutely awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before I'm even done, the Lump Man, or Lumpy, as is called in some communities, has gifted us 5. We are 17 away. Addison made it. He cooked it up. It's there. It's ready to go. Lumpy says, let's get to that, Nick. Lumpy's gifts went to Big Steve, Mike Rubino, the big fella. Relation to the Bat fella, allegedly. Cannot confirm. Stephen Craig and the Ghost. Thank you, Lumpy. You are fantastic. Also, we got a super chat from Mike D's Nuts. It says, I want that damn helmet. Well, Mike, I am not one who wants to upset you. I hope you get it. I hope all of you get it. I wish I could send all of you gifts. And over time, I hope we do. But ladies and gentlemen, Mike D's Nuts says, I want that helmet. Who's going to challenge him? Well, looks like Eli's starting to challenge him already. We are 12 members away from adding the Quinnen dancing emoji. My guy Eli, who's already won a Sauce Gardner jersey, had to ship it out to Colorado. Don't know why it took so long to get there, but he did get that on Friday. We thought it was there earlier. It wasn't. It showed up Friday. Shout out to Eli. Congratulations. His gifts went to Adam Alexander Horvath, Scavino 21. Uh-oh. Let me check the let's check this. Uh-oh. Looks like YouTube is being a big stinky head, ladies and gentlemen. It didn't attach the rest of the names. We'll see later on if that pops up. But thank you, Eli. We'll keep an eye on that. But ladies and gentlemen, the New York Jets started cutting players to get down. Uh-oh. Did we max out again? Kevin gifted 5. And they are not appearing in the chat. Ah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I would say put a hold on membership gifting right now. This has happened previously on the show. But what we do need is if you are watching the show and you are not subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel. The more subscribers we get, the higher the membership we can get. It seems to have capped. This hasn't happened in quite a while. But yes, Stack says super chats, please. If you have gifted just now and it didn't attach, keep an eye out for a refund. Kevin, Eli, let me know if you get refunded. You should if the names don't attach. Sometimes the morning after, a lot of you have regret with decisions that you made the morning after, but YouTube will correct it and they will add it they will add it in the morning and the names will pop up. So Eli and Kevin, you're both in the Discord. However, since the membership's pausing, here's what we're going to do. Mike, I'm going to get you in on this. And Kevin and Eli, I'm counting your memberships. I'm counting them. You're going to be on the wheel tonight. Here's what we're going to do. Super chats, $5 and up. We are going to triple the raffle entry as my way of saying, I'm sorry, even though it's YouTube's fault. It's my show, the Nick Shine Show. I take responsibility for it. So that's my way of saying I'm sorry. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Alan is in. I want the helmet. I need a consolation prize in advance of Corley getting cut. Cannot wait for week 1. Hell yeah, Alan. Good luck to you, my friend. I appreciate you. You're the man. Thank you. And thank you for calling in. For those 69 watching, we're 10 minutes into the show. And we got 69 here already. That's what happens on this show. 69 people. We should have 69 likes right now. Yell. Don't have Stack yell at you. Stack will yell at you if there's not 69 likes and 69 people watching. Knob just gifted 5 memberships, but they are not connecting right now. I apologize. Yes, Knob. I'm sorry. My apologies to Knob and losing Zach Hunt. Luppy, back in the raffle for more, says, Nick, let's go Jets. You guys are tremendous already tonight. I thank all of you. I see that the Lane Train is here. If you are a member of Jake's Discord or miss Jake's morning show, there is a GoFundMe to assist Lane, his mom, their family with everything that they're going through. Second hour, we're going to have call-ins. I will get that link. I will share it if you haven't already. Or go to Jake's live show from this morning. It's in the description there. And anything that you can do to help them out, please do so. Anthony Lagoriato sent me money the other day during the show for Lane's family. Lane, I added that to my contribution on GoFundMe today. So Anthony's money did go over to help you guys out. And as always, Lane, we love you, buddy. And our condolences are still with you, your mom, and all of your loved ones. Yes, if somebody can shoot me that link in Discord, please, I will share it in the chat here for the first hour. And what are we doing here? What's going on? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's remove. Let's add me. Okay. Everything is crashing tonight. There are 3 Nick Shines in StreamYard right now. Everything's crashing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with me. Let me play a video. All right. I think we're good. You guys see me? We hear me? Thumbs up. Tattoos by Kevin says good. I'm back. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm fired up today. I am sweating right now with the energy that I have. A lot of Tim Hortons coffee today. Shout out to Boomtown and all our other Canadians. All right. Stack has the link. The link is pinned for the GoFundMe to help out Lane and his family. Okay. We got a lot going on right now. Genergy says, just doing my part because we are familia, giving the Lane Train a big hug, sending prayers to you and your family. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have to do a 3-hour show because if I started typing all the entries on the wheel now, I might not be done by 11 o'clock. So hour 2, the chat, it's on you guys. Call in, help me out. Let's talk Jets. Give me some time to enter all these names. I appreciate you, Genergy. Thank you for your super chat. Luppy, Knob, Alan, Kevin, Eli, Luppy, Mike. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. I love all of you, even you, Knob. But don't take that too personally because I know you get weird when you hear the word love and you run off and want to abandon the relationship. So don't do that. You're my boy. Okay. Now, let me bring this back up because this went away when everything crashed. Oh, wow. Okay. The New York Jets started the roster cuts by getting rid of cornerback Mario Goodrich, tackle Samuel Jackson, tight end Neil Johnson, wide receiver Demir Miller, D tackle Fatorma Moba, and wide receiver Pokey Wilson. Now, no surprises here, nothing to be upset about. Nobody that any of us thought were making the team, minus Ricky New York, because he thought Pokey Wilson had a chance. But we're not going to talk about that because he gets very upset. but no surprises at all, right? Nobody had any of these guys making the roster. Nobody looked at these guys and said they deserve a roster spot. So the Jets started trimming down early. I believe these were announced yesterday around 4:20. It says 4:21, but to Addison and all of our other smokers in the chat, we're going to say 4:20 because it was getting typed at 4:20. By the time it actually posted, it was 4:21. So not a surprise here at all, right? Okay. Now, let me get to the next one. This is where it gets a little interesting. Also today, the New York Jets made a trade. Not a big trade. But Jeremy Fowler reported the Chiefs are trading with the Jets to bring back defensive tackle Derek Nottie. Deal includes a 2027 conditional 6th, 7th pick flop. So, listen, we brought Nottie in. It was a very low contract. There was not much to get excited about. We thought he could be the run stuffer that we've so desperately needed for such a long time. It didn't pan out. But here's the good thing about Muji. How many times have we had a general manager not admit a mistake, not admit a fault, stick with it, try to make it work, and nothing comes to fruition with it? Muji made a very huge effort to upgrade the defensive tackles this week by making 2 trades with Phillips and Briggs. Now, Nottie was going to get cut. Everyone in the league knows Nottie was going to get cut. The Chiefs, who are 31st on the waiver wire, said, you know what? Maybe we bring him back. Let's not wait on the waiver wire. He's a veteran. He knows what we do with this scheme. Let's not risk it. Let's do a late pick swap just to ensure that we get him. So, very good job by Muji. Now, is it a world-changing move? No. But for those of you who've been upset that he gave up picks the other day, well, he just got the same thing back. You basically trade Phillips for Nottie. I think everyone in the league would say the Jets won that trade. Phillips is better than Nottie. 100%. So the New York Jets making a small move, but a significant move. It recoups the pick that they lost, and it puts them in a position. All right, we'll keep that there for a second. It puts them in a position to really fortify this defensive line. Now, there were more cuts today, 3 hours ago. Why does that keep changing? There we go. We released, a surprise, Jamin Davis. This was a guy who started the Packer game in the 4-3. That's a little bit of a shock to go from starting with the first team to getting cut a couple weeks later. Quarterback Adrian Martinez. Now, I thought he could make the team, but I also did say early on, I think before training camp, that Cook is their guy. Even though he was undrafted, a regime always wants to bring in their guys. Martinez is a fringe player. Could he get cleared and make the practice squad? Possibly. Maybe they got their eye on that. I don't know if there's a purpose in maybe releasing him earlier where they can get him back quicker. I'm not sure how that works. I know when you're not vested, you do have to clear waivers in 24 hours. So maybe that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to put these guys out there early. I do think Davis will get picked up somewhere. I'd be a little surprised if he doesn't. But Martinez, a little bit of a shocker. The rest of the names, aside from Knobcraft, nobody surprised, nobody upset. Michael Fletcher. And when you look at this, right? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to shrink this down. How excited do you get, like I did, when you're reading the first line and you see defensive end Michael Fletcher got cut? Come on. What a tease. Tackle Liam Forendell, tight end Zach Kuntz, defensive back Tanner McAllister, and running back Lawrence Toafili. So a little bit of surprises here, but nothing major, right? I think the New York Jets have their eye on another linebacker. They drafted someone early not early, but they drafted Maagua out of Miami. So nothing major that you're going to throw your hands up in the air, slam your fist on the table, or question what they're doing. Muji and Glenn have been very, very adamant about getting their types of players. Now, if these are not your types of players, you don't hang on to them. You don't keep them here. You don't drag it out. You don't try to make something fit that doesn't fit. That's what she said. Now, let me check something very quickly. Yeah, the gifted memberships, for those of you joining late, the gifted memberships look like they've maxed out. Super chats, $5 and up, will get you triple tonight to be on the wheel. We thought we could get to a new level. We thought 22 memberships. For those of you who've been watching the show for a while, I was maxing out with memberships, which means one thing. We got to get more subscribers. If you're watching and you're new and you're like, oh, man, this might be a fun place to be. Well, you're right. It is. Subscribe to the channel, please. We got a lot of Jets talk going on. And welcome. Happy to have you here with us. So nothing major. Nothing major. I did have planned a whole thing to discuss with Connor, but for those of you who, and YouTube, or I don't know if YouTube changed over. My StreamYard still has it, Sunday Shine Time with Connor Long. I don't know how that's looking on YouTube, but Connor's in Italy. He wanted to come on after his show for a bit. With moving the show up to 6:45, I was trying to fit him in, and then it didn't pan out. His family has plans in Italy. It's a little more important than hanging out with me and talking Jets. A little more. Barely. But if Connor, if you're still up, shout out to you and the family. Have a great time. So, I think I missed a couple things in the chat. We got some milestones to celebrate. Johnny Boy, member for 15 months. When they did my guy Kuntz like that, why they did my guy Kuntz like that. But if Mount Washington is out there, bring him to the Jets. For those of you that don't know, Johnny, Georgia Bulldog fan like myself, Washington's a 6'7" guy with massive hands. Could be a nice little red zone threat. It's interesting to see if the Jets go that route. Allen, member for 13 months. Thank you, Allen. The Noddy thing is hilarious because it's the second Chiefs player the Jets signed and traded back to the Chiefs the same season within 3 years. Yeah, right? Excuse me. I burnt the roof of my mouth last night, and it is sizzling right now when I'm drinking coffee. Burnt the roof of my mouth. Why did I burn the roof of my mouth, you ask? Because after fasting for 93 hours this week, I ended the fast last night at 10 o'clock at a Raising Cane's in Marlton, New Jersey, way down south. Went to a rodeo with my friend. We stopped. I open up. I haven't eaten. Burnt the roof of my mouth horrifically. But I will say this. After not eating for 93 hours, it's kind of worth it. Was kind of worth it. But Alan, great point. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Nick Shine Show. We are doing a giveaway tonight. We are. Okay, we might have some action here. We just got in the chat an announcement. Now, if I'm missing any other ones that happen, let me know. But we just got Twisted received a gift from Knob. So maybe it's a delay. But we are getting there, folks. Maybe YouTube just be YouTubing again and giving the big shaftola to me. I'm the first one to have the ats in the chat, as you can see. And now they're like, you know what? Let's mess with this membership gifting too. Oh, here we go. We have a gift from Eli. Jess got a gift from Eli. All right, so maybe we're starting to get a little traction here, folks. Okay. All right, we'll keep an eye out for that. I have YouTube open over here, StreamYard open over here, Twitter open over here. Yes, it's Twitter. I don't care. I'm not saying X. No one wants to think of their X every time they say X. So with cut downs left. Do the Jets now, with the quarterback situation, releasing Martinez, do they keep Cook as the third, or do they have an eye on another quarterback? The Philadelphia Eagles made a trade today. They acquired Sam Howell from the Vikings. Does that put McCord, Syracuse quarterback, that a lot of Jets fans really took a liking to during the draft process, is that a possible trade? Do they add a quarterback, or do they go with Cook as the third? I'm very curious how they play this out. Now, they had multiple chances to get McCord and other guys. But how do they play this? Beast is here, and he says he threw out 25 pounds of weeds. Coincidence? Because this weekend the chat smoked 25 pounds worth of weed. So don't be throwing this stuff away. Be considerate. The quarterback situation is intriguing. Now, am I going to go nuts over QB3? Am I going to go nuts over a guy who might be practice squatted the majority of the time or an emergency QB? No, I'm not. Not in August. If we have multiple injuries, sure. Very nice, Rick Kent. Threw out 190 pounds of weed. Weed the people. Well, bring him back. Recycle that trash. Bring it back in. We haven't seen him in a minute, but well done, sir. Well done. The running back room, that's a big question mark, right? There's a lot of these guys in the backfield that we think could make the roster. Kene Nwangu at running back, special teamer. Donovan Edwards, not Braylon, as I said Friday night. That's a guy who might have a long-term role with this team. Isaiah Davis. Now, here's an interesting thing that I found out the other day, and shout out to Dylan Terman who sent me that link. With the practice squad or your roster gymnastics, however you want to word it, you're only allowed to put 2 guys on short-term IR. So you have Lazard, you have Coward, you possibly have Davis. How do you do that? How are you going to make this work? You have Gibson, who's hurt also with a shoulder. So there's multiple guys. I think Gibson is a flat cut. I think they might be trying to move him. I would. He doesn't do anything better than anyone else. And if you're going to be kept on the roster, you have to bring something to the team to bring that level of play up. He doesn't do that. He's replaceable as a punt returner and a kick returner easily. Wide receiver, I'd rather have Arian Smith going deep routes and speed routes. I'd rather have Brandon Smith going over the middle. I want the Smiths. The Smiths, I try not to get too attached to players. I say it all the time. But I'm also someone who keeps an eye on talent, and I see these guys bring a skill set, and they need to be a part of my 4-man rotation right now with Josh Reynolds and Garrett, obviously. Beck, tight end 2, fullback 1. I like it. Opens up another position. Does that mean Skinner? Does that mean Pritchett? Who does that open up a spot for? Now, the offensive line. Myers is your 6th man. Tittman is guard 3. In my opinion, AVT is tackle 3. That opens up a spot. That flexibility opens up a spot immediately to shorten up your offensive line room and add another guy, because we don't have a star-studded cast at wide receiver. We don't have a Larry Fitzgerald, an Anquan Bolden. We don't have loaded guys. We have a group of guys who are going to have the level rise because of the scheme and because of the things that they're asked to do in it. We don't have true elite talents. So I think having an extra guy as a weapon could be beneficial long-term, because when the games get real, there's guys who are gamers. They're not great practice players. Shout out to Allen Iverson. There's guys that just don't turn it on. I mean, there's guys that do turn it on come the regular season. They get in a game and it's like, holy crap, where was this? We didn't see this all preseason. And then there's the opposite. There's guys that are great practice players, but when things get real, they disappear. So I would love to have 6 receivers just to see who sticks out amongst them. We have questions with our weapons. I would like to have more options to answer that question. Shout out to J-Quest. If Rucker gets cut, do you think he would swallow his pride and sign to the practice squad if he's not signed elsewhere? Listen, I'm going to be real with this. I think Rucker is a New York Jet fantasy for fans. I don't think anyone wants this guy. What does he put on tape that a team would say, yeah, we need that? I mean, he's going to be another one of those guys that could possibly have their shot with the Jets and then never play anywhere else. We've seen many guys do that. So, have we seen any more memberships get gifted? Maybe they'll trickle in. I think the last one I saw, and you guys are tremendous tonight in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button. If you're watching and you have not subscribed, please do so. All right, so YouTube's dragging a little bit right now on several things. Let's see, memberships. All right, we got Jess, Mike Rubino, Twisted, The Ghost, The Big Fella, Adam Horvath, Big Steve, Daniel Scavino, and Steven Craig. So 9 of them have attached so far. 9 of the 20 have attached so far. So we will keep an eye out for that. Chat, you guys, please, if I miss it, make me aware. Thank you. You guys are the best. So tonight, it's one of those special nights here on the show. I did have a guest planned, but like I said, Connor has plans. So for the Discord members, these are one of the perks that you get. I posted the call-in link in StreamYard for all the Discord members. Shiners, this is your chance first to get on the show. And please, nobody upset Genergy. Nobody wants her upset. We can't have that. She's a nice lady. But while we're waiting to see who steps up and bats leadoff for us tonight, I want to get into the Steelers game. I want to start to look ahead. When I'm looking at the Steelers, obvious weakness is their offensive line. Another weakness is Rodgers' familiarity with the scheme and the players. Aaron Rodgers has always had guys he's comfortable with. There were guys who were with him for multiple years before he ever played his first game. There are guys with New York. They brought in Cobb. They brought in Lazard. They brought in guys to help him acclimate to football and put the scheme in and implement it. All right, hold on. Can I free Twisted? What happened to Twisted? All right. Let me take a look. Give me 1 second. Baby Blitz and Baby Nick. Good evening, everyone. Normally, this is the part where I go into a monologue about the Jets. I got to address something first. There's been some shit talk out there about this program. Don't talk shit about my family. They're my family.
And this just in, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Get ready for this new showdown. I call it the anytime, any day throwdown. Nick-Shine, kill these clowns till they make no sound. We lose weight, we feel great when we burn these pounds. We all know that jet green make the earth go round. Another rookie head coach, another first go round. We bleed green, each fiend hope this team win now. And twist greens in the DP when my beats are found. Shiners unite, knock the lights out of midnight. We go show for show, goon for goon. We can fist fight, I rip mics. Clemens and Williams, all the dislikes. Bunch of Jets rappers out there, they ain't this nice. I did this twice. Got a sick addiction, so the green and white's my vice. I gave it blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, I paid my price. Many years on this flight, no prescription, but I need a championship in my life, yo.
For as long as I'm alive, I got your back because you always had mine. And I fucking love you guys for that. So keep coming back. It's a fun place to be. We don't turn people away. We don't talk down to people. Maybe read to people, but that he deserves it. Twisted should be back. I cleared him. He should be there. Hey Siri. Text Larry Twisted. I fixed the chat. You should be good. Okay. All right. A lot going on. Twisted should be good. He's back. Now, batting leadoff for the Shiners. Alan Doe.
What's up, Nick?
How are you, man?
I'm great. No fire alarms today.
No, done. That's a good thing.
I joined your Pick'em League at the beginning of the stream.
Nice. Awesome. Yes, for those of you watching, in the description, it's not a Pick'em, it's a Survivor.
Okay.
It's a Survivor pool. So for those of you interested in a Survivor pool, it's $20 an entry. The link for the sleeper is in the description of this show and how to pay for it. If you are not paid by kickoff of the Dallas-Philly game Thursday night, your entry will be deleted. That's across the board for everybody. Thank you.
There you go.
So what's going on, man?
I'm coming to terms with the fact that we're going to lose Corley, but there's plenty to be excited about anyway.
Yeah. With Corley, a lot of bad news came out about him this weekend. The counter offer that he made to a veteran, Devontae Adams, is just childish. It's stupid.
For the number.
He wouldn't carry veterans' pads. He said, "I'm not a running back." Bro, get the ball however you can get the ball in the NFL. Who are you to tell coaches, like, you're the Yak King? That's what you were in college. In the NFL, you're nothing. Right. Oh, that's a good line. Blitz BK, write that one down.
This is a good tagline.
Yeah. You went from the Yak King to nothing.
Nothing.
Like, you've done nothing in this league, and then you're counter offering and trying to extort someone for another $100,000.
That's a Shiner merch right there.
Yeah. You know what? I don't think anyone will even remember who he is. So he won't make anything of himself here, man. And it's
I'll remember him.
Yeah. He's gonna be the only memory we will have of him is failing, right?
That's correct. He'll be up there with other failed second to first pick in the third round Jets receivers like Mims and lots of others.
Devin Smith,
the list is
Stephen Hill.
Devin Smith. It's endless. Stephen Hill is who I was thinking of.
Yeah, we have a lot of failures. You know, and let's be real. Brees has been a little bit of a disappointment, right? For a guy who was drafted that high, he's never had a 1,000-yard season.
Brees has a lot of excuses in my eyes because, I mean, the first season he got hurt. The second season he was recovering from the first season. Last year was just a disaster in terms of coaching. You know, the offensive line, like, even though you had a lot of pieces, like, they weren't a cohesive unit for most of the year. So I still kind of believe in Brees. I definitely look forward to how we're going to use our running backs. I think that with Fields in there, you know, you're looking at the it kind of reminds me of a Wildcat offense. Only obviously Fields is actually a threat to throw the ball.
But you're going to use a lot of those sets, right? You're going to have Braylon and Brees back there. You're going to motion one out as Brees is probably be the guy getting motioned out a lot. You're going to do stretch runs. You're going to do RPOs off of it. You're going to then do play action passes off of the RPO rollouts.
And you're going to have Beck in there too. I think he's going to make the team.
Yeah,
and so I mean, there are going to be plays where you have like
the ball, right? They've thrown him the ball in the preseason over the middle.
Yeah.
They've run plays at practice where it's a play action fullback sprint out to the flat, the old Tom Rathman. play, right? Darryl Moose Johnson, Tony Richardson, all these. The linebackers will come up, the fullback will slip right through, and now it's a sprint to the corner to beat the linebacker.
I mean, there really could be plays where we have 3 running backs on the field plus Beck. I mean, it's they could put some wild plays together.
Yes, and when my StreamYard crashed before, the microphone reset again. So Tom Ace helped out earlier. Shout out to Gator who just messaged me. My StreamYard crashed like 10 minutes into the show, and it's auto resetting to the camera. So good catch.
I want to take a second and shout out Gator. I watched the history of the Shadow Realm video.
Oh,
I just saw that today.
nice. Yeah, he's done the Beast.
I didn't see the Beast stuff yet.
I'm trying to add names in here. You have no idea how much you're helping me right now by being here. Thank you.
Hey, it's my pleasure.
As I'm typing your name.
Here I am.
For all of you watching, the gifted memberships aren't attaching. It's been an ongoing thing on this channel. Happened a couple months ago. But to make up for it, any super chats tonight, $5 and up, your raffle entries are going to be tripled for the jersey raffle that we're doing tonight. And they will also carry over to next week to the Darrelle Revis wheel. So tonight, first time we're doing tripled. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I always want you guys to be happy. I never want you guys to be upset. So tonight
Revis
is the best night to contribute to the show.
Revis still my favorite player. First jersey. Only jersey I had for like 13 years.
My first jersey. Oh, that's a fun thing. Everyone in the chat, drop your first jersey. My first jersey was a Mark Gastineau jersey.
Unfortunately, my second jersey was a Rodgers jersey.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I got that. I got the Revis jersey in 2010, and then I got the Rodgers jersey, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? 2 years ago.
So that's a big gap.
Yeah, I said like 13 years.
Yeah, that's a big gap.
I'm one of the guys that was always like, I don't want to buy a jersey of somebody that's only going to be on the team a couple of years, and the Jets didn't have anybody worthwhile in like that whole time.
Yeah. No, that's definitely true. Anybody that we did think was worthwhile,
Wilkerson
left in a while. Sheldon Richardson, Leonard Williams.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys. People went nuts to get, like, I'm thinking of the names I got for my kids. Sam Darnold, Robbie Anderson, Le'Veon Bell. It was name after name after name of guys who just amounted to nothing. Marshall was here a short time. Decker was here a short time.
Yep.
Nick was okay.
Well, I mean, at least Marshall and Decker were good their time here.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I mean, Marshall still has the single best receiver season we've ever had, right?
He does. But we just haven't had the longevity, and that's the part that.
Yeah, I mean,
that sucks.
Garrett needs to get that though.
He does, and he will in time, right?
Yeah, probably not.
Go ahead.
I was saying it's probably not this season. I mean, we don't know how much Fields is going to be throwing, but it's probably not going to be a whole lot.
Yeah, it's
probably sub 3,000. But I mean, the rushing yards of this team are going to be elite if Fields stays healthy.
Yeah, sorry, I'm typing.
No, you're
I'm old man interneting. For those of you who've been watching for a while, I am old man interneting.
And I mean, this is by far going to be the best offensive line that Fields has ever had. So
agreed.
I'm excited about that.
What we can do in the run game will make it's going to be old school football, right? What
Absolutely.
we're going to be able to do in the run game in terms of opening things up, using speed, the combination of power, misdirection, that's going to open things up for the passing attack. Because now when you think we're going to run it,
right, they're going to dare.
That's when you sneak guys past. That's
we're going to dare them.
Play.
We're going to dare other teams to put 8 in the box. And then you've got Garrett leaking out. You're going to have Arian Smith flying up the field. Like, we're gonna have options, and as long as the run is working, the rest of it follows suit.
Big fella says, my first jersey was an Al Toon jersey. Second was John Abraham. Another one with a real big gap. Kevin Tattoo says, I don't need triple points, just want that helmet. Shout out to Kevin, who tonight I'll be ordering him. He picked the hat off of the Jet Shop. So I'm doing that tonight after the stream. It's my night to just sit here and purchase everything for everyone.
There you go.
The reason Mike D's Nuts jersey is going to take so long is because he's getting it personalized. So I contacted the site, and they said personalized ones take a long time. But everyone else who's got one, and Knob, I'm waiting for you to get back to me on what you want to do, because Knob had the option. He chose a Zach Kuntz jersey, and I called him yesterday. I was like, or Friday night, I was like, what do you want to do? He might not make it. He goes, let me get back to you. So Knob, if you're watching, let me know what you want to do, because I'm going to be placing those orders tonight. But I won't place that order until you.
Hey, that jersey is going to be a collector's item. Nobody's going to have it.
Yeah, Zach might not even keep one. Zach might not even keep his.
He'll always have his RAS score.
Yes.
The perfect RAS score. Nothing else.
Who would have thought that would have been his career highlight?
A lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a Jet. He'd been
good athletes, not necessarily good football players.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
Joe Douglas calling card.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm trying to. I'm looking to see if we got any news.
I'm going to be at MetLife this week, going to see System of a Down and Korn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's Wednesday night.
Awesome. Have a great time, man. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Big Al says, do people understand the teams are going to put 8 in the box because Fields is a joke throwing the football? Well, this is where you put Arian Smith out there as a burner who can get downfield. And if you have 8 in the box, you have Garrett Wilson in one-on-one. Okay. I'll take that. Fields can throw. He's not the greatest at throwing, but he will be able to throw enough. And I'm not worried about 8 in the box because Fields can do an RPO, get a linebacker or end to bite, and then he can take it the distance. And if you have one safety back there, he can go the distance.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of teams are going to have spies on Fields. And so, I mean, that's a player that's not doing anything else. So, I mean, we're going to have opportunities in the passing game, and Fields can pass, especially to open guys. He just has to know where they're going to be. He hasn't been good at anticipating. That's been his rough point.
Yeah.
But, you're going to have
where the scheme comes in, right? When you get misdirection, when you get safeties coming up.
Right. You're going to have running backs leaking out. You're going to have tight ends on short routes. I mean, there's going to be a lot of options, and it looks like Tanner Engstrand, knows how to put some wrinkles in and not just run the same 10 plays all the time.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what this scheme actually looks like against defenses week after week.
Seriously.
I'm looking forward to seeing how do we attack the opposition? How do we get Fields into favorable positions to throw the ball? How do we get Garrett open? How do we break the bracket coverage that he's going to see? What's the chess match?
We haven't had a real offensive scheme since 2021, so it's been a minute. We haven't seen any gold zone.
Yeah, right. Jets Nation said, respectfully, Nick, how can you say you're not worried about Fields passing? I have faith in the scheme. Listen, Fields has questions. I'm not saying he's going to be a very good quarterback, but I think the scheme and his legs will open up his passing attack. And if he can't do it, he can't do it. All right? It's a win-win for the Jets. Either we win games with Fields and he's the guy, or we're in a position to get our franchise quarterback with a finished offensive line, a hell of a running back room, a superstar wide receiver, a young tight end, and a good offensive mind at coach. So it's a win-win, right? Like, that's the way I'm viewing this season. Either we catch lightning in a bottle with Fields, he gets to the level that everyone thought he could when he was a first-round draft pick, or we're lined up to take a quarterback of the future with a good, competent coaching staff.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
Yeah, but Big Al says, again, you're giving Fields way too much credit as a runner. He's not Lamar Jackson. Well, he's had a 1,000-yard rushing season. He's never played a full season.
Yeah, he's got the second place most rush yards in a season, and he did it in less games because he was hurt.
Yeah, he can be. Listen, Lamar is flashy, but Lamar is more visible because he plays on a winning team who's on 5 or 6 nationally televised games and makes the playoffs year after year. Don't underestimate Fields' running because the Bears have been buried at 1 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah, and he's also been on the Ravens instead of the Bears and a Steelers team that didn't believe in him. So, I mean, I think that this is the first chance at competency that he's getting.
Nice. Genergy, Mo Lewis, and Hugh Douglas. Kevin says, I have one jersey, number 69, McDermott. Nice. Awesome. I'm surprised Knob didn't want that jersey. Clancy, I know you will never be respectfully, so don't worry. I got you.
I still need to get a Corbett jersey.
Yeah. Like, if I got a jersey, and I'm just not a jersey guy, but if I'm a jersey guy because I live here, but I'm not wearing a jersey guy, I would get a guy like a Corbett, a Curtis Martin.
Well,
you know,
when I was in high
grew
school,
up loving and adoring, and their career is over, and we know they're Jets, and when they know it can't be tarnished anymore, right?
Right. When I was in high school in East Meadow High School, I used to go to Hofstra and watch the second two-a-day after school. And Corbett was on the team at the time. Then again, so is Aaron Glenn.
Yeah. You know what? That's one of the things I'm very curious to see. How many Aaron Glenn jerseys pop up at games now? Like, you know,
oh, it's going to be a lot.
I'm sure.
Especially if they
more
win.
than I think people expect.
Get to take an old one out of the closet, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's be real. A lot of the people who'll be wearing them probably aren't the same size as they were in the mid-90s.
Fair.
Awesome. Well, Alan, great call,
staple
man.
it to another jersey. Thank you.
Thank you for
Glad
calling
to be
in,
out
man.
here.
Have a great time at the show.
Thank you.
Are you coming up to any games this year?
I'm coming up to week 1. I was going to go to the Carolina game, but I had to give up my ticket. But I'll be there at week 1.
Okay. Awesome. And if you make any more, shoot me a message that you're coming up and we'll link. You know, if it's a game that you just decide last minute, and I'm free this Sunday, I'm heading up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I live in Delaware, so I was thinking about going to the Baltimore game, but I'm not sure I'm that much of a masochist.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at where I'm like, watch, that'll be the game we win. We'll get our teeth kicked in by Atlanta, but we'll beat Baltimore. We'll have all the hope in the world.
Do you even know when's the last time we beat Baltimore? I'm sure it was a long time ago. I can't remember it.
Last time we beat Baltimore. Was it with Sanchez?
I couldn't tell you. I don't even know.
Let's check it out.
I know we lost at least the last 2 times we played.
2016, we beat them 24-16.
Yeah. Okay, 9 years.
We were down 10-0. Quincy Enunwa, 69-yard pass from Geno Smith.
There you go.
We were down. Matt Forte, 13-yard pass from Ryan Fitzpatrick. And then Nick Folk kicked a field goal to give us a 17-16 lead. And Matt Forte with a 1-yard run with less than a minute left.
Forte. That was like geezer Matt Forte, though.
Yeah. Yeah. And that may have been Matt Forte's best game with 2 touchdowns.
But we got Folk back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the last time we won good games when we had Folk. So maybe it's a thing.
Maybe.
Eli, I closed it. I don't know if it was home or away. Let me see. Hold on. At the Jets. 2016 was here. October 23rd, 2016. We've had
Yeah,
some other
this
games.
year it's an away game.
2019, we lost 42-21. We lost 24-9.
They all suck.
We lost 19-3. We lost 34-17.
Uh-huh.
The first time we beat them was the first time we played them. 1916 and 1997. We won 19-16 in overtime. And then we lost in overtime, loss, win, loss. So not a very good history here for the New York.
Oh, I mean, they've been a good team, and we haven't.
It's a good comment. It feels like the last time we beat them, they were the Colts. That's a very good comment, Big Islanders fan. Well done.
In Super Bowl III.
Yeah. It's been a minute, but hopefully we can turn it around. Like, that's the goal. You want to be like the Ravens. You want to have that consistent front offense. You want to have that head coach on the sideline for a very long time.
You want to know you got a
have the
shot
same
every year.
scout. Yeah, you want to have that no turnover, promote from within with coaches, and just keep the ship straight. You don't want to keep changing direction of the ship every 2-3 years.
Get those compensatory picks every year, not care who's in free agency.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Nate with a tremendous comment that I will not put up on air, but Nate's latest comment, ladies and gentlemen, things that make you go, Very good. Very well done. And someone else had a great comment, and I won't say it unless they put it in the chat. Who thought that he would ever like the Giants? Their colors are also red, white, and blue. Now, if you know the person we're discussing and the career path that they took, that joke is tremendous. But Alan, thank you so much, man. You're the man. Ladies and gentlemen, Alan. Thanks, buddy. The lovable Alan. That's what we're gonna start calling you, the lovable Alan. You're the lovable Alan in the chat.
Yeah, Jake just calls me the good Alan.
Okay. All right. There you go.
The Alan we like.
That's it. Thanks, buddy.
Have a good night.
You too. Two and 10, man. Good Lord. Good Lord. It's still not as bad as the Eagles. What are we, 1-11-1 or 1-12 against the Eagles? We got our first win with Zach Wilson. Who would have thunk? Oh, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the Discord, it is 9 o'clock. We will make this easy for you. Just to show you what's on deck, folks. When we get, and we're close, if these gifted memberships attach, I might be able to add it tomorrow. We're at 20. I'll gift to myself after the fact to get us there. But Quinnen Williams is known for dancing after he gets the sack. He does his dance. I reached out to Addison and I said, hey, buddy, can we cook up a Quinnen Williams dancing emoji? And that's what they did. He messaged me. He said they wouldn't put him in the new uniform. But that emoji is on deck, folks. That's where we are at. Oh, I saw a good question. Quick Dolo. Pritchett, Smith, or Skinner? Me, Smith. I'm Smith because Smith does something that nobody else can do. He can be physical. He can go over the middle. He can catch in traffic with a big body, and he can take the hit. We don't have any of those guys who can do that. I don't think any of us want to see the ball going to Alan Lazard over the middle because he'll get T-Rex arms, the ball deflect, safety will intercepted, going back the other way. Smith is not afraid to make a catch in traffic. So I'm all about Smith. I like the other guys. I think two of these guys make it, though, to be honest. I think Gibson's gone, and I think Corley's gone. All right, last call for those of you who haven't already. The GoFundMe link is there to help support Lane and his family. It's also in the description. Almost $3,000. Oh, Lona gifted. Lona, you're a sweetheart. I didn't know you were watching the show. Almost $3,000 raised for Lane and his family. So shout out to everybody for that. I know that that money will go to good use and help them out. Replace pin message. If you refresh your, I don't know if you have to refresh or not, but I just dropped the call-in link. Ladies and gentlemen, I did have a guest who had to cancel tonight, so it's last minute. I didn't want to feel rushed to find someone, so I said we haven't had a good chat call-in night in a while. Let's do that tonight. Well, I had to pin the call-in link. Clancy, you want to find it in, yeah, it's there. I can only pin one link at a time. Sorry. I said when I posted it, we would keep it up until we put that call-in link up. Keep an eye on the chat for questions. We can do that right now. And thank you to Addison for cooking this up. This is a fun emoji. You guys said you wanted more players. We might have to just add this one. Now, I will say this. We are 2 memberships away. There's a lot of times where YouTube will correct it overnight, and then I'll wake up in the morning or after midnight, I'll look, and YouTube Studio corrects it, and there's a lot of names there that I didn't announce on air. So what I'm going to do, come on. I'm going to buy 2 right now. And then if it auto corrects overnight, I can add the emoji before 5 o'clock hits tomorrow. When 5 o'clock hits, come on, YouTube. Uh-oh. Are we frozen? Jesus Christ. Everything's freezing tonight. What's going on here, folks? Thank you, Rick, and thank you, ISU, for sending the link earlier. I'm just seeing these. I know Stack posted it in the chat. I didn't catch it right away. Let me get this open. Why is everything freezing tonight, man? All summer long, we were cooking tremendously. All right, let's get here. 84 likes so far, folks. Thank you. Let's try to hit 100 during the live show. That's the goal on Sunday nights. Boom, there we go. Well, Nate, to be fair, he didn't big time me. They're in Italy, and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning in Italy. He committed. He said he'll come on, but then he messaged me. He's like, "We're getting up at 6:30 in the morning tomorrow for like a big day." He goes, "I won't. Unfortunately, I can't do it. It's too late here." So I get it. That's not big timing. That's listen. You're on a family vacation in Italy. The fact you even considered coming on the show, I'm honored. The Flow Max is over there, Snowball. I'm very well aware. All right, folks. The call-in link is there. It's in my Discord. We have a group called Gamers. And right now, we have Beast playing a video game. What are you playing? Beast is in gamer mode. He's got the audio turned up with my luck. Yes, being in Italy is big time. You're correct. So, yes, I guess that is. All right, when you break it down that way, Rick Kent, and who am I to argue with Rick Kent? That is accurate. It's pretty big time to be over in Italy. So, let's see. So, hopefully those connect. Hey, man, listen, kids living a great life. Kids living a great life, man. God bless them. I'll make sure I caught up with everything. Okay. All right. Chat, fire off your questions. Call lines are open besides for Beast playing Street Fighter. Let's see what you guys got to say. Give me some predictions. Give me a surprise player you see getting cut and a surprise player you see being kept. Chris B says Connor Long in Italy. Snowball was in Italy before. My family on my mom's side is Italian from Italy. Jay Quest says, thanks for the update, Chris. Luppy says 6-11. I so want to be wrong. Taco Tom, everyone loves tacos. Is Garrett Wilson a top 5 wide receiver? No. And who's going to carry the Jets offense? The offensive line. This offensive line is going to be how good we are, how far we go, whatever we do. All right. Sorry, I got some payments coming in for the Sleeper League for some people who are texting. Let's see. How many are we at so far? I think we're at 19 people so far in the Survivor pool. So the link is in the description of the channel tonight. Click that. How to pay is there. If you do not join, if you do not pay for the league by the opening kickoff of the Thursday night game next week, your entry will be deleted. Eli, member of the channel for 2 months. I drafted Braylon Allen in the Jets defense in fantasy football. Should I stay away from all Jets players in general? I think those will be the best two in terms of fantasy. If it's a full PPR league, Brees's value shoots up. But I think Braylon is going to be our leading rusher and our leading touchdown guy this year. I think Brees, I would rate Braylon, Garrett, Brees will be the 3 guys that you take. I mean, a rushing quarterback can get you a lot of points, but I know people get worried about Fields with injuries. So, I mean, those would be the only ones. If it's a dynasty, like in my dynasty, I have Arian Smith and Mason Taylor on my taxi squad. And I have Braylon Allen, which I drafted last year. And I'm really debating starting Braylon Allen week 1 because I really think Braylon Allen is just going to get the ball a ton. I really, truly do. I don't think they're going to not be able to call his number. I think this is going to be his offense. With the type of offense they want to run, I think he's going to be dominant. Let's see. But, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button. We are close. There's 87 of you here now. We got 95 likes. Awesome. The call-in link is pinned for anyone who wants to call in. Let's talk Jets. Bathroom break. I will be right back. In honor of Lane, and to pay our respects to Lane, we're going to show you how awesome the Lane train has been to this channel. So, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy Lane doing his impersonations.
This is his Bobby in his orange chair. See, this is him. I like to come around. Look at my wife. No, I mean, I'm Neil. I saw that game, and I was in my nuts. How could they not win? I'm upset right now, going bonkers with a cigar in my mouth. I was watching it, and the record's like 10-3 now. You know? Let me just go step out the window right now. I'm Charles. With the hat on.
Oh, wow. That's fast. Yeah, you could do. All right, hold on. Let's do Alan. Do you want to do a impersonation of me?
Good evening. Before I start this show, these are the advertisements. Custom best bourbon that you could get for just 99 cents for the you get 50% off anytime you go to like Buffalo Wild like wings for any Jets game or Giants game. We're gonna go take some callers now. Bobby, are you there? I don't think he's there. I think he's in a dark spot.
Would you be able to do an impersonation of Jake?
You know how it counts down to the beginning of the show and go, good evening. I'll have shows on for 2 days. I had one this morning with Jeff Parsons. And the merch store, anything that you could get from the merch store is you get for any, like, if you become a member. The first call we go to is Bobby, midnight. Hi, Jake. Hi, Bobby. Oh, you look happy. Can we see your cat? Okay, I'll show you my cat. Oh, the kitty cat. I can do this all day.
Can you do an impersonation of Robert C?
Don't worry, but his hair's never clean. He looks like a guy from Monster Inc.
Are you going to race Charles at MetLife Stadium in the parking lot of 40-yard dash?
Do you know the national anthem?
Stay and make through by the light and so bright as the twilight's last evening.
Shout out to Lane. Lane is absolutely tremendous. Okay. Call lines are open. Got about a half an hour left in the show. What we're going to do is we're going to talk Jets Steelers right now to give a quick breakdown of the game. We'll do the raffle for the jersey giveaway, or up to $30 on any other site that you might want. Maybe you find something on Fanatics or the Jet Shop. There's a lot of items on sale, and it's a new logo too. So last year's stuff they're trying to get rid of. You find something that you like in your size, you can order that as well. Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works, Walmart, whatever. It's your prize. You choose whatever you want with it. It's getting shipped to your house, so I don't care. I started to get into it before. Steve Wilkes and the way he decides to attack this offensive line is going to be the biggest part of this game. I expect there to be a lot of run blitzes because I want Rodgers in 3rd and long. I don't want Rodgers on 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, where he can quick pass the tight ends and then they can just kind of zig up field and get the first down. I want it where he's got to sit in the pocket. I want Aaron Rodgers to be a sitting duck. You have the secondary with Sauce, with Carter, with Stevens to cover most trios. I think the biggest trio that we go against this year will be the Bengals with Higgins and Chase. That's our biggest challenge as far as wide receivers go. You have the speed in Miami with Waddle and Hill, but the size and the speed that Cincinnati has and how Burrow does like to throw it downfield is going to be our biggest challenge. Yes, Alan, if you win, you can get any jersey you want. It doesn't have to be a Jet jersey. I might spell the name wrong and surprise you with it, but yes, you can pick any jersey. If your kid is a fan of a different team, your girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse, whatever, you want to get them a gift, any jersey is eligible. It doesn't have to be a Jets jersey. But you got a young running back in Pittsburgh. I know he got dinged up a little bit. I haven't seen his status yet for the opener. They got Warren, who's a speedy back. I fully expect to see run blitz after run blitz after run blitz. I want Rodgers to have to be in the pocket 3rd and 9, 3rd and 12. I want to apply the pressure. I want Broderick Jones to be a turnstile. I want Will McDonald to be the best pass rusher on the field that day. I want Jermaine and Will to be the best tandem of pass rushers on the field that day. How Steve Wilks decides to attack this is going to tell you everything that they think about Aaron Rodgers. If they're man up in their face, man press, they're going to tell you they don't respect him throwing the ball downfield. Now, if you add blitzing that, I do love Ladd, 100%. I do love Ladd. He's in my dynasty league. The only fantasy team I have left is my dynasty league because the team is loaded. I refuse to give that up. It's too good. I'm a big Ladd fan. But I want to see the disrespect to Aaron Rodgers. I want to say, go ahead. Try to beat us. We know you can't. Send the blitzes. Send more than they can block. Have a relentless pass rush. I've said this for 25 years now. There's nothing more fun than being at a Jet game, having a lead, and having the crowd be a factor in the game. It's the home opener. It's going to be packed. Both Steelers travel well. They got fans all over the place. There's going to be a huge contingency of Steelers fans there. Don't let them have a voice. Silence them, shut them up, and dominate. How fun is it to see a pass rush on a 3rd and 8 get home, get a sack, have Jermaine drop the hammer, have Quinnen do his dance, have them punt. Now it's 4th and 17 after a sack. We get a good punt return. We get the ball near midfield. 1 first down. We're in field goal range. That's the type of game I want to play. We can't have self-inflicted wounds. We can't have penalties. We can't have false starts. Coaches, do everything you can to get Mimbu set for TJ Watt. Because I tell you right now, TJ Watt is doing the Jameis Winston. Now, I'm not going to do it on air because I know you guys will have fun with that in Photoshop, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. Big fella with a super chat. Okay, get me in the raffle. Raffle, not raffle. If I win, let me get a Joe Tittman jersey in a medium for my daughter. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, the big fella is in the raffle for tonight, folks. Oh, we can't have that. Big fella's got to be in capital letters. We got about 20 minutes left. Don't forget, folks, tonight, all raffle entries are tripled. And even those of you who gifted and they didn't go through, you're still on. For those of you that gifted during the game Friday, you're here also. And everyone throughout the week. Jake Asman gifted a membership, and they're not attaching right now, Jake. I may have maxed out again. We're hoping that YouTube corrects it. A couple of them popped up throughout the show, but I thank you, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have not heard of the Jake Asman Show, I will be the beautiful guest on there tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern with Jake. So make sure you check that show out. If you haven't already, give him a chance. Subscribe to his channel. He's a nice guy. I support him. You should too. And I will tell you this, if the Jets have more cut downs announced by tomorrow morning, I will go on after Jake before work. Stack 100 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. You guys are the best. We are on a streak on Sunday nights. But Jake, for gifting the membership, you were in the raffle for tonight. They're not connecting. They sometimes connect after the fact. Let's hope these connect after the fact, because it would suck to have somebody win and then they get refunded. But ladies and gentlemen, please, for the rest of the show, super chats, they're guaranteed to go through. I can't confirm that these are going to be guaranteed. But thank you, everybody, for your contributions to the show tonight. Now, we know Sauce is going to be primarily on Metcalf. Stevens with Pickens, I think we'll see a lot. I mean, some of the things that I want to watch. Does Sauce travel? These are things that we need answered, right? Does Sauce travel? Is that going to be something we see in this defense on the regular? Who's our third linebacker? We just released Davis, who a lot of us thought was going to be the third linebacker. He started the first preseason game, and now he's gone. What's Beck's role? How much is Jermaine Johnson utilized? He's saying he's ready to go. He was lively last week at practice, the last day of training camp. Get? How many carries does Brees get? How many carries does Justin Fields keep for himself? How big is the RPO in this offense? How are we getting Garrett Wilson open? Dixon says, everyone on the team hates Rodgers. Let's say JJ comes through free. Do you think JJ is going to rock him as hard as he can? Well, you have to be careful with that now, because they've taken that ability away from defensive players. I would hate to see a sack get taken away for a roughing call. I really would. Yeah, and we all would. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so far only 9 of the memberships have attached. Hopefully they'll connect. Sometimes they do it after the show. For the Discord members, I will keep you posted. I didn't listen. I just donated. I thought you listened to my show, though, Alan. Now I won't pay attention to your comments. Damn you. That's not nice. But you know what is nice? Georgie, ladies and gentlemen, your show is like therapy, making my day go from really bad to great. If I win Raffle, give the prize to that stinky Dodger fan, West Coast Avengers. All right. Well, Addison, I believe that's you. Oh, here's a good question. From Wild One Productions. How many times do I want to see Fields run? Want and expect are two different things. I expect him to run on average between 8 to 12 times a game. Because I think you're going to see 3 or 4 scrambles. I think you're going to see 3, 4 designed runs. And then I think you're going to see about 3, 4 RPOs. So I would say 10 to 12 is the average. Now, there might be some weeks where there's 15. There might be some weeks where there's 5. I think it averages out to about 170 to 200 total carries for the year. That'd be about 10 a game. He's going to break some, guys. He really, really is. He averages 5.7 on those 10 carries, which he will. He's rushing for 1,000 yards. Jets Worldwide, Snowball. He's listening. Suck it, Alan. I take that back. You're nice, Alan, to me. Sauce gets a pick week 1. Book it. Boomtown, you know what to do. Mark that down. Let's get Georgie on the wheel. All right. Georgie, you are in. Oh. Old man interneting. All right, and we got Snowball, who's in for 6. All right. We'll do a couple more questions. Yes, I think Rucker gets cut. 100%. And I don't think anyone else picks him up. I don't think he's done anything in this league that has any scout or coach saying that's a guy that we need. Eli, what week will Justin Fields break the single season Jets rushing record for a QB? I got to look up the number. Single season. Al Doro with 453 yards in 1960 is the record. I think he has that before the bye. I really do. In Cincinnati. I'll say he gets it in the Cincinnati game before the bye. We're going to be dominant on the ground. I believe that he's just argues with the chat, Clancy. I don't think he listens. So this is what we're going to do from now on when we talk about Allen. We're just going to sit here like this so he can't read lips. And we'll discuss it this way. But Allen is in with the $20 super chat. The 2025 New York Jets are beginning a hopeful 2-year retool. In 8 months, we will find our franchise QB, and maybe, just maybe, we won't be looked at as a laughing stock in this league. 6'11", top 8 pick. All right. Listen, there's a lot of people that agree with you, Allen. And thank you for the super chat on top of the memberships. You guys have been absolutely tremendous tonight. Thank you so much. And as Rick Head says, Ruckert stinks. He stinks! Shout out to Jake in the car. Looking for some questions. David D. Aldoro was coached by Sammy Baugh, arguably the best QB and all-around player in pro football history. Nice. I wouldn't know that, Clancy. I haven't listened to that guy in over a decade, aside for when people prank him and make fun of him. I always enjoy that. I know you listen to the New York Sports Talk. I can't do it. I'll listen to Jake. Yes. Oh, my God. Can we talk about that? Punched him legit 20 times. The guy hasn't woken up yet. The last I saw on Twitter was he was still out, and they think he might be dead. 'Twas, if you put a 'twas in there instead of it was, 'twas many moons ago. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the call lines are open. Hey, you there? He's not there. Yeah, an apostrophe 'twas. That would have blown the roof off this chat. Yeah, that was extremely unfortunate to watch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. We are gonna raffle the way. Let's add this to the screen. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Georgie, member of the channel for 1 year. Thank you, Georgie. You are very well aware of this, but you are a nice guy. Appreciate your support, man. Thank you. For those of you coming in late, a couple announcements. Next week, we have the Darrell Revis helmet being raffled off. All super chats tonight. Please super chat. Don't gift memberships right now. What's up?
Get ready to go to the pre-poop dog. Good night, kid. See you soon.
Good night. Sweet dreams. Beast with his I'm going to bed call. Sunday night standard here on the channel. Oh, man. I forgot to ask him. Let's see. Who's the first name I see? Rick Kent. Give me a number between 1 and 5, Rick Kent. If you wouldn't mind, sir. Your comment was the most recent comment. Rick says 2. All right, let's get this back up on the screen. Let's move me out of the way because you guys don't care about me. You just want to see if you win. And I support that. I'm all about competition myself. All right, we're going to shuffle it 1, 2 times. We're going to spin it. Tonight's winner is... Oh, could it be Jake Asman, ladies and gentlemen? Jake wins the raffle. Hey, Siri. Text Jake Asman. You won the raffle, sir. Look at that. 1 gifted membership and you get in. That's why you got to try, folks. If that's not an advertisement, we've had Pat Rich win with 1 entry. We've had Jake win with 1 entry. You know what I should do? I should just gift him something from Jake Asman's store. Get his address and then send him something from his own store. That would be so gangster. I can hear him screaming from here. But congrats to Jake. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget, send in the Big Joe shirt. I should pick Cho up from the airport now. That's what Jake will choose. Yes, and Jake and I have said this that we would do that. Yep. You know what? If we pay it forward and it goes to a listener, that's great. But rules are rules. If you contribute on the channel, you get on the wheel. There's been 950 million spins Over 2.6 million hours of spinning has happened on Wheel of Names. No, Rick, I'm just saying I am not. Do not worry. Do not worry. But that would be what Jake would ask. Jake would say, you know what? I don't need a prize. I just need you to pick up Cho from the airport. I'm like, no, man, I'll send you. I'll send you something. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. Ladies and gentlemen, we asked earlier in the chat, is he okay? Is he all right? Well, I just want to let you know, Ricky is okay. He's here after Pokey Wilson getting released. He this is called the wellness check, Ricky. Everyone was worried about you. Trying to get Jake to call in right now. Jake, we need you to call in, and we will share your prize on air. If you're able to call in right now, it'd be a nice little treat for everyone to see you. And Georgie kicking us off for the next week. On to the next raffle. Hell yeah, Georgie. Don't forget, that's tripled. And next week, there is no jersey giveaway because next week is finally Sunday night with Dylan Terman, where we do our Jets preseason wrap-up show, recap show, forgive me. But your raffle entries are tripled. You get 6 more for this, and you will be on that wheel with a chance to win. So no jersey giveaway next week. We have the Darrelle Revis full-size, authentic, with the Revis Island inscription on it next Sunday night, folks. Make sure you are here. But thank you, Georgie. Very nice guy. And very kind of you to offer to give your prize to, what were your exact words? That stinky Dodger fan. Yes. Jake, we have some options that we were weighing. One of them is you get to pick Cho up from the airport. One of the other option is I'm going to send you an item from your own merch store. But you have either your choice of a jersey or up to $30 on any other site. Fanatics, NFL Shop, NBA Shop, whatever. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jake just texted me what he wants, and he wants a rubber ducky just like Bobby has here in the bathtub. So we will try. I'm trying to block it. We will send Jake a bunch of rubber duckies. But Jake, we will obviously talk off air. You let me know what you want. And as Chris says, don't bake because Jake takes the cake. Jake is a cake thief. I did not know that. I was unaware. Taco Tom, $30 sounds like a pack of cigs and Trojans. I don't use either, so I would not know the running rate. Adirondack, he was doing humanity a favor. But ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. The call lines are open. If anyone wants to call in and hang out, I'll hang out more. But right now, I guess we'll start taking what did we learn today? And according to Zach Rosenblatt, 22 more cuts. 22 more cuts for the Jets to get to 53. Couple things. I know people come in and out of the show throughout. For those of you who watch the entire show, thank you. You guys are awesome. You're the best. So I know maybe sometimes you get tired of hearing these things, but you know people come and go throughout the show. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. In the description of this channel is the Nick Shine Show Survivor Pool. $20 an entry with ways to enter and pay. Tomorrow morning, I will be on with Jake, 9 a.m. Eastern. What else? That's it. Clancy, create your sleeper account so you can take over my team. Trying to think anything else I had on my mind. Show schedule for this week. If the Jets release more players, I will go on tomorrow after Jake. There's a very good chance I'm probably going to go on after Jake tomorrow, but that would guarantee that I do it. I think Jake, probably a 2-hour show, so maybe around 12 o'clock tomorrow, I'll go on. I just got from Gator McCluskey Sports, Beastbreaker, Episode 3. I just got the alert for it, so you know what I will be doing after the show. Jake learned he is a winner. Georgie learned Nick is just a nice guy. Is not just a nice guy. He's a very nice guy. Thank you. Last time I was in the city, I picked up cigs for, oh my God, that's horrible. I couldn't imagine paying that much for that. Peter, is this the price of Trojans? Also, why are you even purchasing those? You're a young kid. The Atomic Clock. I learned Lane wants a bikini. Yes, we had a show a couple months ago where, shout out 69 of you watching here. That's always got to get recognized. Thank you. We had a Carly. Lane was obsessed with Carly's bikinis. She did a bathing suit count, and it was at 38. And Lane has been asking for a bathing suit ever since. So I think we're going to have to make that happen for him. He deserves it. Well, I don't know what to tell you guys. I just got the alert for episode 3. You know YouTube. Sometimes there's delays. Yeah, he dropped 2 of them today, but I just got the alert 8 hours ago. It got released, but that's YouTube for you folks. Yes, once again, let's put this in. That's what she said. For those of you who missed the beginning part of the show and missed Jake's show this morning, the link for GoFundMe to help out the Kerner family, the Lane train, unfortunately lost his father this week. So Jake reached out to the family, put together GoFundMe, and obviously we want to share that with all the awesomeness that Lane has brought to this channel as well. So if you haven't already, we were close to 3,000 so far amongst all of you guys. You guys are just tremendous, and you know that. And every time you guys are asked to step up and help a member of this community in need, you take that call. It never goes to voicemail. You guys are tremendous. Great question. Dixon says, why is Peter buying Trojans on clearance? Were they returned? Peter, were they used? What are you doing, man? Maze, I learned that YouTube just likes to screw with Nick. They really do. Also, I learned that it will take all season for Nick to learn to say Maui Agua correctly. Listen, I'm going to say it how it looks. Maui Goa. May we go to another show. Peter, I learned that Quantes stickers didn't actually get cut. Adirondack, I learned that Bobby got into a bathtub. Nice. You can make those jokes because he doesn't watch this show. I didn't purchase them. I'm a DoorDash driver. Remember? Okay. All right. So you're not even using them. You're just delivering them for somebody else. You're the facilitator for somebody else to get laid. I like it. Chris says, I learned Jake Asman won, but he was born one. Oh, nice. I learned Nick Shine continues to be the best. Ha! Take that, Jake. Like, support, subscribe, share. Go Jets. Let's effing go. Fly like a jet in the free world. I learned and knew Lane is love. Alan, I learned that if you throw a punch in a preseason game, your shelf life in the NFL is less than 24 hours. Now, folks, you could say what you want about Alan, but I think that's a very, very good comment. Yeah, it's definitely, YouTube has many condoms because they keep effing me. Your YouTube is lacking. I know. I'm sorry. Snowball learned that Tom Ace has big, clumsy thumbs. Very good. Stack, I learned that we hit a hundo mark tonight. Good job, chat. Yes, very good job. Thank you, everyone. Clancy, condoms are for sailors. Peter, interesting. Yeah, can you imagine the level of foreplay that you have weed knocking at your front door, dropping off prophylactics? Yeah. Johnny boy, I learned that the cunts we liked is gone. Lick away, lick away. Kevin, I learned to nice a month Alan can be funny. Twice a month, probably. I learned twice a month Alan can be funny. Clancy saying farewell to the smelly cunts. The Brooklyn boys, thoughts on Jamin Davis getting cut. Yeah, it's a little surprising considered, I went over this in the beginning of the show, that he went from starting the first preseason game to getting cut. So maybe the Jets have their eye on somebody. May says Adam C was supposed to call in sober. Speaking of sailors, nice. Weed would have those condoms hanging over him like Nick has Richie stickers. Awesome. Autocorrect is a dick. I think autocorrect is a cousin of YouTube at times. But, all right, folks. We will shut it down. And how do we do that on this show, you ask? Here's what we do. We make it rain. Let's show Boomtown some love. I will check YouTube Studio again to see if any more names attached. Shout out to the new subscribers that we got tonight. Welcome. And as always, shout out to all of you tremendous people who show up show after show, day after day, because how much you love this team. All right, Boomtown, drop it like it's hot, sir. I learned this might be the first show where I didn't drink 2 coffees. I didn't even finish the first one yet. Oh, yeah, that's ice cold. Nope. There's like that much left. Now we go to the tumbler. What did Boomtown learn? Well, I have that answer for you right here, right now. Boomtown learned YouTube was being a big stinky head again tonight. The Jets losing cunts may affect Knob for some time to come. 3 Nick Shines are better than 1. Love is a weird word for Knob. Bonus, Nick has a sizzling mouth. Twisted forgives, but never forgets. There may be some tight-fitting Aaron Glenn jerseys in the stand week 1. Confirmed. There was big timing this evening. Double bonus, Alan has confirmed he watches the Nick Shine Show on mute. 'Twas, over, it was. Rigged wheel accusations were aplenty in tonight's chat. Jake is a cake thief, according to Chris B. Awesome. Awesome. Infrared. And it's also not Greg Van Rotten. But when we come up with something on this channel, damn it, we stick with it. All right, folks. That's it. Thank you. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., Jake Asman, Nick Shine together on the Jake Asman Show. Let's see what the Jets do. Do we have any more cuts tomorrow? We'll definitely have shows throughout the week. Let me take a look at the week and see what's going on. Teachers are back in school this week, so it's going to be an interesting week of work. Let me see what I can do in terms of getting on in the morning. I'll check with Jake, see what his schedule is. If he's going on at 9 o'clock a couple days, I'll go on after him, try to get in a 2-hour show before work. So, as always, if you're a member of the Discord, also, I did not know that the bottom banner said, welcome to the Jets Watch Along. So, I don't think anyone mentioned that to me. You guys would have pointed that out. So, I learned that none of us read the banner on the bottom of the show. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. Go Jets. Shout out to the Kerner family, as always. And don't forget, 13 days, 18 hours from now, we will be 1-0. Yeah, Clancy, you're the guy that loves pointing out me being wrong more than anyone in the chat. This is your job, Clancy. I learned that Clancy has to be the banner monitor just to point out when I'm wrong. Clancy, you're an admin, and now that is your new role. You have been anointed. Also, blame it on the weed, not weed the people. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Rick Kent's here.
Welcome, my friends. It's a shine time. Shine time. It's time to talk about the Jets. Don't you know it's shine time? Shine time. It's shine time. Time to be with my friends. Hey, have you seen my toe?
Have a good night. Be good to one another. God bless. Thank you to everybody for your support. Go Jets. Peace.
It's got beef.
Gentry covered in football. Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick-Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick-Shine Show, the Nick-Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick-Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick-Shine Show, the Nick-Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Something I noticed today, and the picture is the first picture that pops up in that video. Nikki and I had matching Leon Washington jerseys, and that was the day my sister gave it to me for my birthday, and that was the last time I ever wore a jersey because that was the Mark Sanchez hot dog game, and I took the jersey off and gave it back to her. So there's actually a photo of me the last time I ever wore a Jets jersey during a Jets game. So I'm going to play that again, and you can look at it and laugh. And me and the little guy, we're in matching Leon Washington jerseys. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy Blitz again. Who doesn't love Blitz?
It's got beef.
night we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick-Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube if you